What up, my sheeples? It's your boy Heck to the Tech to the Get That Disability Check, to the Get That Nike Check, to the Get That Checkup, to the Get That Check, to the Get That whatever. Anyway, today, man, I want to talk about, if y'all can hear me, because it's kind of hot outside and I tried putting the AC on, but I want to talk about the situation with DMX. You know what I mean? I know there's people out there talking all of this crap like, who's the supplier? You know what I mean? Why? Why? Isn't that snitching on somebody? Isn't that called snitching? Who's the supplier? Come on, bro. If you want to know who the supplier is, then you must be a snitch. You must be a snitch. You must be cooperating. You must be down to cooperate. You know what I mean? I mean, right now, who cares who's the supplier? You know what I mean? Right now, let's worry about DMX and his well-being, his coming back to life. You know what I mean? I feel like me and DMX have a lot in common. You know what I mean? We have a lot in common. You know what I mean? You know, DMX got some noodles. So kids, say no to drugs so you don't end up like everyone else does. See, children, drugs are bad. And if you don't believe me, ask your dad. And if you don't believe me, ask your mom. She'll tell you how she does them all the time. So just say no to drugs so you don't end up like everyone else does. Anyway, got some wonton soup for y'all. Wonton soup. Anyway, I feel like I'm a lot like DMX because check this out. Check this out, right? DMX has a lot of demons. Let me tell you something. He's so talented, I don't think he wanted the fortune and the fame. He just had no choice. You know what I mean? You know, being black and being from the ghetto, it's real easy for a black man in the ghetto to get into the game. Real easy, because of the life they live. You know what I mean? Like, they're just too real, and plus, they got talent, because there's a lot of pain. You know what I mean? Same goes for any Hispanic artist from the ghetto, white artist from the ghetto, and so on and so on. It's harder for kids in the burbs to get on. Well, not if you're like Drake and you sing or Chris Brown. But I'm talking about like hip hop, the streets. DMX is definitely a street dude. Is definitely a street dude. And let me tell you something about DMX. There's this pain inside of him that will never go away. And he tries to hide that pain with drugs. See? I'm a lot like DMX because, let me tell you, my pain started as a child, right? I never really received the love I wanted from my family, you know what I mean? They never really hugged me, they never really kissed me. They wasn't really, what's that word? Affectionate, right? They loved me though, I'm not gonna lie. We had some good Christmases, got some good birthdays, dinners, parties, but they just wasn't affectionate. They didn't give me that much. They didn't show me that much love. You know what I mean? I'm speaking for myself. Once I reached the age 15, 16, I met a girl. Of course, I was always falling in that love with girls. I mean, but I was young. I was a baby. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like when I was like 8, 7, 6, 10, all grades, whatever. I mean, all ages. I always liked the girl. There was always a girl I was interested in. But when I reached the age of 15, 16, you know, I was out in the streets a lot. I barely stayed home. I hardly stayed home. And now I regret staying home. I missed so much time. You know, there's people online talking trash that I live in the basement with my mom, my grandma. Listen, I wish my grandma was still alive. And I wish I lived with her. My mother's still alive, thank God. And I wish I lived with my mother too. Because my mom knows how to throw it down in the kitchen. She knows how to cook like a beast. But unfortunately, I don't live with my mother. And I don't live with my grandmother, God bless her soul, in heaven. But listen, as in those ages, I spent a lot of time on the streets. Stayed out in the streets, stayed at people's houses, and I regret it. I should have stayed at home more with my family. You know what I mean? But when you're young, you just dumb and you just want to have fun and you just want to, you know, in and out of jail, stealing, robbing this, you know, smoking this, selling that, whatever. I met a girl at the age of 15 that I fell in love with. And I didn't know how to at that age, I didn't know how to treat a woman. At that age, I also started drinking. I always loved music. I grew up in a house where, you know, I had a grandfather who was a musician. My dad was a big collector of records. I'm talking about, he had crates and crates and crates. My mother also loved music. My whole family just loved music, you know. You know, Spanish people, they love music. So hip hop and heavy metal. I was always into music. So, but when you combine those three things, love, music, drugs, and alcohol, your life falls apart. I fell in love with this woman that I didn't trust. Why? It was my own insecurities. Meanwhile, she went home happy that she was with me. I went home and I had the worst ideas in my head, the worst thoughts. Like, oh, she probably with somebody else. Oh, she gonna leave me soon. Blah, 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 blah. You know, so I was insecure. And I preferred it to grab the bottle or smoke something instead of seeking help, talking to somebody about it. The way I dealt with these issues was to pick up a bottle, drink it. I did not know how to treat a woman at that age. She got pregnant. She got an abortion. Why? Because my ass ignored her for 2 weeks while she was pregnant. That my sister even had to help her pay for the abortion. Look at this. This wonton look like brains. I'm eating brains right now. Pause. Your girl. I just poured this whole shit all over my car. Cause your girl be eating my brains. Well, anyway, enough of that. I know one of y'all did that. One of y'all cursed me watching right now. One of y'all cursed me. Look, even my Honda light got all jacked up. Anyway, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying, B. Brains? You girls ain't got brains. Check it out. Anyway, always keep a lot of napkins in your car. I hope these shits still work. Excuse my language. Hope they still light up at night. These shits is dope. I got them in China. I got them from China. What the? Anyway, as I was saying before my whole wontons fell, now I can't enjoy my last wontons. I got water though. So listen, right? I didn't know how to treat this girl. So the only way I knew how to treat her, the only way I knew how to treat, how to deal with my emotions was to drink or smoke, you know? She saw me smoke, she saw me drinking. I know she didn't like it, you know? And you know what? The drinking, the smoking, the falling in love with women kept on happening. Kept on happening throughout my life. And that's why it's never worked out with no female, because of my demons. The demons inside of me that started when I was a child. You know, like I said, I grew up loved but not really loved. They didn't once I met a woman, I got attached to that feeling, being loved by a woman, being touched. Pause. You know what I mean. By a girl. You know, cuddling, kissing, whatever. I enjoyed it and I got attached and I started to get obsessed and jealous, and that I really hated myself because of it. To this day, I regret, I feel guilty. But you gotta let it go. You really gotta let it go, and you need to change. You gotta change yourself, change your life, and the next woman you meet, treat her right. That's what I tell myself that's what I tell myself now. Treat your woman right, you know. Don't ever, you know, curse her out, make her feel bad. Don't ever disrespect her, you know. If you're, you know what I mean, you just gotta let things go sometimes. But at that time, I didn't know. Like throughout my whole teens and my early 20s, you know, I was just a mess. Every woman I met, I just did not know how to treat. And then you had the alcohol and the drug, and then you had the music, and you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I haven't had the popularity or the fame like DMX. I know that's even more weight on his shoulder. You know, plus all the times he's been to jail and this and that, you know what I mean? He's seen a lot of things, and I understand, you know what I mean? I mean, he's overdosed a few times now, you know? I mean, think about it. If he survives, which I definitely prayed for him, and definitely am praying for him. I hope he survives, but honestly, I hope he just changes, because how many chances could one get? You know what I mean? I mean, you're gonna end up dead eventually if you don't stop. And you can't force people to stop. They have to go and get that help on their own, and they have to decide to put their foot down and be like, this is it. I gotta change my life. I gotta start eating better. I gotta start treating myself better, you know? What triggered him to do that? I don't know. It could be anything. Like I said, man, a lot of things still trigger me to doing stupid things. Going out drinking and, you know, but it's a never-ending battle when you are an addict, addicted. It's a never-ending battle, really. And it all starts from youth, you know, like, and it's like you want to go back to the past and fix everything, fix your relationships, you know. You get anxiety, you want to go back and fix those relationships and say I'm sorry, you know what I mean, you know, and try and be friends, but you already destroyed so many relationships and so many people's hearts and their minds, and you just hope that and pray they forgive you in their heart, you know what I mean? Because just like you do people wrong, people do you wrong too. And I have forgiven a lot of people in my heart. You know, I mean, let's not point fingers, you know. like that. Like Jesus said, those that don't sin cast the first stone, throw the first stone. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my little story today. And my thing is, after if DMX wakes up and gets back to his normal self, what's gonna happen? Is there gonna be another time that this is gonna happen? Like, you know, y'all let me know. You know what I mean? He's 50 years old, man. You know, I got a story that I told before. I knew this man named Jesus who OD'd, and he was a little bit older than DMX, and he survived. I don't know where he's at now, but he had a lot of pain because he lost his wife. His wife passed away, and that really brought pain to him, you know. So yeah, everybody has their pain, that pain that no matter what they do is gonna be in you throughout your whole life. I don't know if everyone has it, you know, but I know I do. You know? I know I do. I could tell DMX does. You know? And he just has to learn how to deal with it. But like I said, DMX is a lot like me. You know, he's a Christian. He believes in the word of God. He reads the Bible. He prays, you know what I mean? He tries to change, man. I feel him, man. You know what I mean? It is a process, but, you know, I guess some people just, I don't know. You know? And, you know, he got an album about to drop, and, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if he makes it out of this, I hope he watches this video. DMX, you know what I mean? Drop that album. Stay sober. If you want to have a drink here and there, fine, that's cool. See, I'm one person that can't have drinks because that was my downfall, the drinking, and you know what I mean? And pills and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And like angel dust or whatever, but you know, I never had problems with no like cocaine or no heroin, no crack or no, you know, but so he probably don't have a problem with drinking, but you know, leave all that other stuff alone, man. You don't need it. Don't need it, bro. But let's all keep DMX in our prayers, and let's hope and pray he make it through. You know what I'm saying? In Jesus' name. And it's your boy Heck to the tech to the get that check. You know what I mean? Word. I'm out, man. I hope y'all understood my story and what I'm trying to tell y'all. And y'all ruined my food. Somebody out there ruined my food, man. I'm hungry. I'm still hungry. I'm about to get a salad or something. Yo, I'm out, man. Holla at your boy. Subscribe, comment. Tell me what you think, man. All right, peace.